A business exists for the sole purpose of serving customers' needs. So it's not about investment. It's not about upfront investment and then developing a product and so on. It is about serving, finding customers and looking after them. Now, I'm talking about one segment of industry and one segment of business occupation. I'm talking about small, medium-sized enterprises. I'm talking about startups. I'm not talking about real estate investments. I'm not talking about mining. But when you start a business, the last thing I look at is investing any money into it. And the first thing I look at is a customer. So in that context, it's very easy. I have a customer, I have a business. I don't have a customer, I don't have a business. And how do I actually gauge what the customer's needs are? I ask. I go to prospects, I go to people that may become customers, I put my ideas to them, and I ask for money. If I get money, then that is a very good indication that my ideas are on track. Until somebody asks you for the price, you really haven't got any indication whether the person actually is interested or it is just nice. It's very simple. I am not prejudging what the market wants. I ask the market. And I ask the market through my personal network. And I am not doing a great deal of investment in anything other than my own time and my meetings, which basically start with a coffee somewhere in a coffee shop. And that's how we have started all our businesses. If it is not natural and it is not doesn't fit your personality, then don't do it. When the company that I was working for actually went bankrupt in 1969-70, at the end of the mining boom, Mineral Securities, which was a large energy company, closed its doors, and with three of my colleagues, we continued TCG. So, deciding not to be an employee, but to try becoming a private business person, that was another clear choice between a fork in the road. One has to be confident in life that one can make a mistake. And if one makes the mistake by taking maybe the wrong fork in the road, one can in fact correct it. So I am not afraid of problems. Problems are really exclamation marks on the way from somewhere to somewhere. And by applying one's mind to solving the problem, whether it's small or large, and I did have big problems. We many times sailed very close to the wind. Economic conditions were against us. Some might suggest that we were levitating over a cliff rather than have solid ground under our feet. Every single company in TCG, and over the last 40 years, we have established more than 120 companies. Some of them became very large, billion-dollar companies. But every single company at one stage of its history was bankrupt. So how we get over that bankruptcy, how we actually moved across the precipice, well, with confidence, maybe a little bit of arrogance, but in the end, we came out having learned a little bit more, which then we can apply a little later when something similar happens. The most expensive thing in a corporate life is the corporation's knowledge. It is its experience. That costs a lot of money and a lot of time. And that corporate knowledge is what lacks in a new company or small companies or companies that have short life. Over a longish life, one actually acquires corporate intelligence.